welcome back to a new video. How you're doing? Hope you're all well.
Yeah, so today's video is a little bit late and a little bit postponed for the fact that we just haven't recorded it and sat down. But I've had this information here for like the last few weeks. We just need to sit down and record it. So today we're actually going to talk about how much we actually spent in the first month of our travels. I think it's really important and a question that a lot of people ask, and like, even for us, we had no idea how much we were going to spend.
Yeah, we kind of just had some rough figures in our head.
Yeah, and we kind of had like a budget.
Yeah.
So we'll just get straight into it and tell you what we actually spent. So our first one is food, most important one.
Yeah, for sure.
And to be fair, this was a bit lower than I thought it was going to be. And we only spent £157 and 18p on food, which I thought was really good.
Yeah, considering we ate really well.
Yeah.
We didn't like sacrifice anything on food. We didn't buy meat, so I suppose that might have been what brought the actual figure down a bit. Because obviously we ain't got a fridge or anything, so we're not really eating that much meat in the van. But yeah, so that might have been actually what played in a part in bringing the value down. Alright, and the second one is fuel. We spent £254 on fuel, which was a lot more than we thought we was going to spend. But we did travel a lot, and as you know from watching, if you've watched the videos, we kind of go like all over the place.
Scotland the way back, so we did spend a hell.
Do you know how many miles we did? Couple of thousand.
Yeah, it was a couple of thousand miles.
Did a couple of thousand miles.
It was kind of a crazy month.
Yeah, so what we figured out is the first month is way above where we want to be, and definitely way above where we are so far this month, which is the second month. But yeah, so that's fuel. We just spent £254 on fuel.
Laundry, something we can't get away from, and we spent £25 and 50p on that one.
Yeah, and 50p of that was the machine edit, so it should have been £25. I'm counting that. But yeah, so laundry was £25. Don't think that's too bad, really.
No, we can't get away from that
no,
one. Really.
we do laundry every 2 weeks, so that's like washing and drying every 2 weeks. And
then gas, which another one essential thing.
Yeah.
One gas canister, which is the 9.5, is it?
No, 4.9.
4.9, that's the one. Kilogram of propane lasts us about a month. So that was £20 and 84p, and
that was more as well, wasn't it? Because we actually,
we
paid for membership to go outdoors. Because if you have a membership card, you get it's cheaper for the gas canister, or for refill as well.
Yeah.
So we paid for that. So normally that would be about what, £17, something like that, I think.
£18.
So obviously again that's a little bit more. But yeah, so the next one is our monthly bills. So like our phone. Yeah, I can't remember. It's phone. What else is there?
You have all your Adobe stuff.
Yeah.
And then all the music.
Yeah. So
all that kind of stuff.
So there's a few things but for our monthly bills again, the first list that we're doing is for essentials that will be every single month.
Yeah.
And that is, what was that? £137. Which again I don't think that's too bad considering there's two of us, both of us have mobiles for everything as well. So
and we did cut out a lot of things before moving into the van that we just didn't need, the monthly stuff, so we cancelled our Netflix and things like that. We weren't using them, weren't really getting the benefit.
Yeah, so all in all it's for the essentials for month one it was £595
and 7p.
And 7p, don't forget the 7p. But yeah, so I don't think that's too bad. It's kind of more than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But then, like we said, fuel was a lot more than we thought it was going to be. So that's kind of contributed to that. We have got a lot more to list off, and that's because the first month, the inverter broke, and we had to get a few new different things that you don't have to get every month. So we've got the essentials, which is what we've just done, and now we're moving on to the non-essentials, which kind of just crop up every now and then.
So the non-essentials, the first one is takeaways. Now we do like our takeaways. We used to kind of go, not loads of times, but when we lived in Leicester,
at least once a week. Yeah.
So we spent £58 and 68p.
Which again isn't too bad. No, we kind of budgeted £60 for takeaways each month, and so we're pretty much on target with that. So that's all right. So if we actually brought our fuel down, which is around where it should be if we're not travelling as much, obviously, and then you add that into our essentials each month, we can still get it under £600, which is good.
Yep, and clothing. So we ended up hitting the road and then realising that we didn't have enough underwear, and there was I think it was just underwear?
Underwear, I think maybe socks. I think I bought some socks as well.
Yeah, because we kind of realised that we should try and get as much out of our clothes as possible before having to go to the laundrette. So we've kind of got it down now to washing clothes every 2 weeks. So we did we did a shop at
Asda, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did a shop at Asda to get some underwear.
Yeah. Nothing fancy or anything like that, but yeah, so that was what, £52?
Yeah, £52.
So yeah, but that again, that's just like one-off payments that kind of just crop up every other month or every now and then. You know what I mean?
We don't usually spend.
No, we never have been big spenders on clothes. To be fair, we kind of buy clothing. We have very minimal clothes. Yeah, and then if anything rips or breaks or anything, then we'll get some new stuff. But other than that, we don't. The next one is on the van. So obviously, you're always going to be spending money on van, I suppose. Like, but for this month, it was oil. Yeah. Or for the first month, it was oil and a steering wheel lock. So that came to £53.37p. So yeah, that's not too bad. But again, these are all things that kind of just fluctuate month to month, and you don't really know that you're going to have to spend on that. They're kind of just extras. Yeah. But I don't think that's too much.
And then the next one is parking. We spent £17.30p on that. We did go to Keswick, and that was quite expensive for parking. Yeah. And a few other places. So we did budget about £20 in for parking. Yeah. But we do try and go to free places, and we've got National Trust, so if there's a National Trust nearby, we can park. Yeah,
like yesterday we went to the beach, and then we had to park in National Trust and walk about 2 miles one way and about a mile and a half back. So you just walk a little bit extra, but it's free parking, so it's bonus.
And good exercise. Yeah. And then we went to a campsite, as you probably saw.
Pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Definitely wasting money.
Yeah, one of them we were like, oh, it seems really good, and then you got there and you're like, no, it wasn't really worth it. But we spent £29 on that.
Yeah, never again.
No,
definitely not. But we tried it out in the first month.
And you live and you learn, yeah.
Yeah, but exactly, because when we first moved into a van, we kind of thought we'd go to a campsite every week. But we haven't been to one since then, and I don't plan on going to one since then.
We don't need to. We've been getting either free water.
Yeah, or just buying it from shops.
So we don't need it.
Yeah, and then other kind of just covers anything that's not them ones, obviously. But so for us, it was kind of like inverter. What else was there? There was a few things, weren't there? Can you remember them?
No. Oh yeah, we bought from Presents in Scotland.
Yeah, so we bought some Presents in Scotland, inverter, and a couple of bits and bobs that you just don't. I mean, again, you don't really know they're coming up. They're kind of just off the cuff, like expenses and stuff. But that was expensive.
Yeah, £225 and 4p.
Yes, so
expensive.
Yeah, it was for sure. So all our extras added a lot to our monthly bills. It added £435, which is a hell of a lot to add to you as extras. But again, the first month obviously was adjusting things, a few things broke, and we kind of loosened the budget a little bit as well because it was the first month. But this month already we're a lot less than that, and we plan on being a lot less than that most of the time. But yeah, so combined
it was £1,030 and 45p.
So a lot more than we thought. Yeah. We was budgeting 500 to 600. Yeah, we was kind of budgeting 500 to 600 a month. Because obviously we were living off savings and stuff before we have to go back to work. Obviously we kind of figured out how many months roughly we'd get if we spent this much each month. So it was way over, to be honest, this month or the first month. But this month we're kind of back on track. We'll do another one at the end of this month as well because it'll be kind of good. Maybe even do this once a month or something, just kind of break down what we spent each month. Let us know if that'll be something of interest to you, in the comments below. But yeah, we'll definitely do one for the second month because the expenses, the extra expenses will be a lot different. And because of the first month, we've been a bit more conscious as well about what we've been spending on, just so we can still try and maximise how long we got on the road before we have to go back to work, which would be pretty shit. But yeah, so normally we'd be expecting to spend around 575, and that's with a little bit of adjusting because initially we thought 500, but obviously the first month kind of edged that a little bit. But 575 includes £60, like we said, for takeaways and stuff, plus all of our essentials. And then obviously if anything crops up, you kind of crops up. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that was extra didn't need to be extra, really. Or there might just be things that come up every few months or every 6 months or something like that. So we're kind of trying to budget for 575 a month. I think that'd be a lot better.
Yeah, definitely. And it means we can actually stay on the road a bit longer before having to go back to work.
But yeah, if you have any comments, leave them down below and we'll answer them. But I think we're going to end the video here.
So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.